Hi, this is me, Kamalveer Singh, along with my teammate Aryan Bharat Kumar. We have built CogVerse. It's a living fiction memory. Now you might wonder what that means. It is basically all of the fictional universe inside your chatbot. So if you wanted anything to chat to with actual facts, with actual connections and relationships, and not just an LLM given a prompt and asking it to behave like Tony Stark, for example. It will not give you the results as better, as good as we do in CogVerse. Welcome to CogVerse. Let me just introduce the basic of what we do is we have these universes currently: Breaking Bad, Demon Slayer, Harry Potter, Kung Fu Panda, MCU, and the Hangover Hackathon. The Hangover universe for the hackathon, of course, it had to be there. So let's suppose we open Harry Potter and go to characters. Here we can see what we have provided for the character. First of all, the entity is all of it. It is linked, and then what we know about the character and its personality and what he or she, the character, has done. So you can see it's a pretty big document, and we have done that for all these universes and then given it to Cognee. I hope it's visible. Yeah. So you can see we have a lot of universes here. So if we take a look, for example, places. So let me just get rid of this. Yeah, and this. Sorry if you were. So if we look at groups, there are groups like Asgard, Wakanda, the Black Order, the Wakandan Defenders, Thanos Forces. All of these are groups which are there in the MCU. The locations: Wakanda, Asgard, New York City, Vormir, Earth, Sakar, we can all confirm that these are actual valid locations. So what we did is take this data and created a knowledge graph using Cognee. Then we built this. Welcome to CogVerse. So this is an example which I recorded earlier because I recorded a 10-minute long video, and in the end the audio was not there, so I am recording it once again. So yeah, welcome to CogVerse. What are the universes we have here? You can see Demon Slayer, Harry Potter, Kung Fu Panda, MCU. For example, we go to Harry Potter and let's chat with Dobby. Very interesting character. So what does freedom mean to you? We have added personalized questions for every character. So if you do not have anything in mind, we have added it for every character, you can see. And yeah, you trust me, right? If you do not, here you go. Every character has a personalized question. So we were on the Dobby side. So why do you care so much about Harry Potter? Let's ask that. And what it's going to do is retrieve the relevant information from the knowledge graph which we have built using Cognee, and it will provide all the relevant nodes, and then it goes to the LLM in to Grok in our case, and responds with so good response. Dobby cares for Harry Potter because Harry Potter gave Dobby his freedom. You can also see the personality matches everything. So Dobby speaks like that. When Harry gave Dobby in Sock in 1993, the Sock broke Dobby's binding, and that explains. Now, if you want to see what's the data which is given, it's here in the memory trace. So it gives the dataset ID, the dataset name Harry Potter, then the tenant ID, and the search result. It also includes the personality which we have given. Sorry, and all the data which it gave given to the LLM and then parsed, and then this response came. One more thing, we can also view the memory graph of this. So here you go. What does this say? Dobby rescues Greyfolk, is a creature resource rescues Harry Potter, and Luna also, friend of Ron Weasley. You can see these are the notes which we have added, and I have limited it to 12 because visually it could not it was not getting very visually appealing after that. Now, what makes CogVerse different is not just this, but cross-universe talking. So suppose I am a popular character would be Ugwe. Yeah. So as Ugwe, I want to talk to a character from, what do you say we should take? Hangover. And from here, let's take Alan. So I'm not able to think of a case, so let's change the universe. Harry Potter universe. We talk to Albus Dumbledore. Now it's getting interesting. So Albus, what is the info which we should provide about Albus? So how Albus Dumbledore changed over time. This is the information which Cognee will retrieve, and now review this information of Dumbledore and tell it in your perspective. I think you can think of very interesting use cases in cross universe. Currently, I'm thinking of this. Maybe I'm a little bit nervous or camera conscious, and I don't know. So what it's going to do is take the data from Harry Potter universe about Dumbledore, relevant information, take that from Cognee, take Ugui's personality and its documents or data nodes, take that, merge them, and give that to Grok, and it will generate the response, which we are going to see soon. Here you go. So you can see it's not something very generic given by a LLM, for example, ChatGPT or Gemini. It's not generic because we have provided actual data nodes. You can see, oh, dear seeker, you bring me a tale from another valley. From It's really interesting. From the first line, I am intrigued. But to save time, let me switch. You can view the memory graph, you can build characters, you can even add your universe. That would be a really great use case. For example, think of something like Spider-Man. What if Spider-Man goes rogue? Which might happen in the brand new day as well. Who knows? But what if he goes rogue? We are building a universe, so suppose we add a event document where Spider-Man kills 5 or 6 Marvel characters. Hmm. Can will not happen in Marvel, but let's suppose you want to build something like that. You can do that, and then you can even generate response like what will Captain America's response to that would be, and it will generate. You can even write a book. The potential is unless. It's not unless, it's endless. The potential is endless, and if we go to the blog where memory remembers, where fiction remembers. So the idea came to me when I was doing some side building project. I was also building my own universe, and this idea came to me, and then Cognee was the right choice. What it does is you provide the data, it creates knowledge graph, then it gives to Grok. And we have seen this, we have seen the memory trace, we have seen the nodes and the themes. It was really interesting to make this. I It's a side quest, but I it was really fun. Then the themes, then the personalized questions, the tech architecture. So the user gives a prompt, then suppose it's a cross-universe prompt, it goes to Cognee, retrieves the data nodes, goes again for the another person, another character, retrieve their data nodes, then merge the persona, and then give that to Grok. Grok responds back, and we respond that to the user. And there is some interesting things to add, which I've added there. And yeah, that's it. This video will be added soon if the mic is not effed up again, but I hope it will not be the issue. And yeah, signing off, Kamal Veer and Aryan Bharat Kumar. Thank you.